Baby, listen, when I tell you that it feels like ever since 2024 started, y'all have been playing with Krishan's wig nonstop. Now, I don't know where this energy done came from, but baby, like McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. I am loving it. Can we keep it going?
Let's talk about it.
Shawty, come and swing my way. We ain't gotta waste no time now, baby. Put that all in my face. I just wanna bump and grind on you, on you, want you on my face. So shawty, come and swing my way.
Listen, I know y'all want to get to the tea, and baby, we will. But for those of y'all that's been living under a rock, baby, my name is Santana. I only been on YouTube since like 2016. Started off going viral, telling stories about my crazy life. A couple of years later, I started doing ratchet recipes, went viral on TikTok. Then I opened up a channel, Aligning Souls, where I was, using my spiritual and psychic gifts to help the girls and whip them back into alignment. In other words, baby, she's gifted. And see, now I'm here to share all of those gifts on one channel. So I mean, whether it's a deep dive, a commentary video, cooking, music, reading horoscopes, baby, if I want to upload a video of me picking my nose and breathing for 60 minutes, I'ma do it. My house, my rules. I mean, I just ask that y'all follow me over on Twitter so I can stop talking to myself. And before you go and try to seek help and seek therapy, baby, seek me. Go to my website and book yourself a personal reading if you need one. Now, feel free to sound off in the comments, but be respectful and act like you got that act right. Now, this channel is for critical thinkers. We may not always agree. You may not always even like me. But one thing's for sure, your life will be changed after experiencing me. So subscribe. Now, enough of me rambling, child. I think we made it past the part that was needed to get this video monetized, child. Nah, you could be going. Let's get into it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
What's going on, ho? My name is Santana, aka Chi. Now listen. I never thought I was going to see the day. I didn't. I never thought I was going to see the day. I never thought I was going to see the day. I never thought I was going to see the day. Now listen, don't confuse me he can and gagging for me actually being gooped. Because I do realize and I do see why now all of a sudden y'all want to cancel this little girl. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it because you already know I got an opinion. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know now. We dragging Chrisean inside of this video. Miss me with all of that, but she's a mother. But she got that baby. Okay, but she that. Girl, F all that. F all that. We dragging her. And then we're going to drag some of y'all bald-headed bitches as well. Because I see why now all of a sudden y'all want to cancel her. Okay, because it wasn't enough for her to just be with Blueface. It wasn't enough for her to be running around terrorizing the world with Blueface and Jaden. It wasn't enough, when she was out there assaulting people. It wasn't enough when she was out here on stages she didn't belong on. It wasn't enough when she was mopping hoes inside of the sink. It wasn't enough when she was out here coming back to baddies every single year talking about how we use a Huff clout, but she using the show for clout. And then she turned around and cursed out her own boss, talking about, I make more than you and I make more than this company and y'all need me. It wasn't enough then to cancel her, right? Just like it wasn't enough when she was sitting there fighting and fucking while pregnant. Pregnant for 12 months. Well, what seemed like 12 months, and she was fighting and fucking and terrorizing the entire time, and that wasn't enough. But now all of a sudden, people calling for her to be canceled. It's very interesting. You already know that we're going to talk about it and we're going to do a deep dive into it because I definitely have an opinion. But before we do that, child, go like this video and let me run this little, well, not really a promo, but listen, child, book a damn reading. They are 50% off until the weekend is over. So get you a reading and like this video. Okay, so the first thing that we got to get into, because like I said, it's so much shit that happened. I don't remember if I did the actual video where, because remember, like a couple of weeks ago, she had ate out of the boy pot. I don't, I don't know if I did an actual video on that or if I just talked about it. I don't even remember if like what video I talked about it, if I talked about it. But I feel like I did because I definitely remember going to TikTok trying to get more in that situation. Either way, child, a couple of weeks ago, she was digging into somebody's like Thanksgiving leftovers or some shit, child. She was at an event. She dug her hand into the boys. You know how they be having like the catering services and whatnot set up. It was giving real boys and girls club, real like women's shelter. Like I don't know where the hell they was at, child. But she was digging her hands into the whole catering tray, and she tried to come out act like it was a skit. Then he came out saying it wasn't a skit, and then she like, you dumb bitch, it was a skit. You just wasn't in on it, child. I said then that y'all had needed to cancel her. But like I said, I've been one of the only ones saying for the last couple of years that y'all needed to cancel her. But again, everybody and their mama giving her excuse after 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 excuse. That's what y'all was doing. And I knew from the first time I laid eyes on a bitch that she was a motherfucking terrorist. But okay. Okay. So we're gonna kick off this video. Okay, we're gonna kick off this video because we finally have an update. We finally got a motherfucking update, okay? Because a lot of us was saying Tamar was playing pussy. That's how I felt. I felt like Tamar and James Wright was playing motherfucking pussy because how she come to your event that you invite her to? She is so y'all, and then y'all quiet about it. But yeah, y'all talking online about everybody and they mama. Tamar, you sitting there beefing with the motherfucking nigga that put the information out, and you sitting there, you got all of this, that, and the third to say about everybody else except the one that did the assaulting. It was given, James, you better not say nothing because I got niggas for that ass when you go back to LA. Don't you live in LA? Don't you live in LA? Tamar, ain't that your friend? Ain't that your friend? Yeah, open your mouth if y'all want to. I got some niggas for y'all. What? What happened? Soon as you land at LAX, okay, they're gonna be on their ass. I got some niggas for y'all. That's what it was given. It was given. Open your mouth if y'all want to and see what happens. You thought that this fist in your face was gonna do something, babe. See what happens. Okay. So I called that out then. Mind you, this is a situation that happened what 2-3 months ago. Like this shit happened like what in November, December. And so we are now finally getting some sort of resolution, or at least like the situation is moving forward. Because, okay, let's just jump into the article. So the Neighborhood Talk post, James Wright officially files charges against Chrisean for allegedly punching him nose. Punching him nose. Who the fuck wrote this? Did Chrisean write this? Did the damn baby write this? Who the hell wrote this? James Wright officially filed charges against Chrisean for allegedly punching him nose. Okay, child, listen, they must have went to school with Chrisean. They must have been in her class. Anyways, punching his nose and chipping his tooth. So as we get into it, okay, so we're seeing a little, I guess it's supposed to be like the court documents. James Wright, plaintiff, James Wright versus Chrisean Malone. Okay, so Rock is just a nickname. Because I mean, she dumb as a bag of rocks. Like, is that where it came from? Like, where did the rock come from? It literally has to be based off her intelligence. Because where the hell did Rock come from if her name is Malone? I mean, I knew that her name was Malone, but I thought Rock was like a nickname. So it's not a nickname, it's a pick name. Okay. It's a name that we picked. Okay. Filing courthouse, Stanley Moss Courthouse. Don't nobody know where the fuck that at. Filing date February 6th. Oh, so this was 3 days ago. Okay. Is she in jail yet? Is she in jail yet? Because it's been 3 days. It's been 72 hours. Child. Case type intentional. Oh, they said intentional bodily and oh, I can't read. But I in her class too. Listen, intentional bodily injury. Because usually they put bodily harm. So that's not my fault. Because usually they say intentional bodily harm. But they said no, injury, bitch. Okay? Injury. Property damage, wrongful death. Wait, wrongful death? Who the hell died? Who the hell died? Not wrongful death. Who the hell died? They put in 20 on 10, but listen, it's Chrisean. Anything we got to do to get her the fuck off the streets, I'm totally fine with. So let's go to the comments. Actually, before we do that, let's keep going. Because remember, Chrisean had been, listen, back in like November, December, like after everything had happened between her and James and Tamar or whatever, you know, before Tamar started leaking footage and telling her side of the story and then talking about Tony Braxton and all of that, child, we had found out that Chrisean had sold her mansion, you know, because she was trying to like escape, you know, the law or whatever. Like I did a whole video on that, whatever. So obviously she's still up to her same antics because the neighborhood talk reports. Meanwhile, she's trying to get out of town and she writes, "Vacation is more my speed. Thank God I can wake up and fly anywhere." Girl, you cannot run. You can't run. They gonna find you, little bitch. They gonna find you. And you know how they gonna find you? All they gotta do is like put out a warrant or whatever they gotta do. Put out a subpoena for Facebook. That's all they gotta do. Okay, just hit up the people at Facebook and be like, listen, we need access to her Instagram. Okay, give us the metadata. Okay, because y'all know, like with these social media apps, like it tells your location, right? Like, yeah. So come on now. Okay, or all I got to do is like look at her cell phone records and then figure out what towers she's around and like you know where's pinging to. Listen, I watch too much, you know, America's Most Wanted and crime channel shows and all of that. Like Chrisean, they can find your ass. And the way that you be going live every 10 motherfucking seconds is, I promise you, it's not that hard to find you. I promise you. Okay, but let's go through the comments. Y'all, he filed charges when it happened. The DA just picked the case up. There's a big difference. I know that's right. Because they finally had time. They finally had time. Okay. And the fact that, listen, the fact that there's so many stories coming out this week and the DA just picked this up because so if he filed originally, so that everybody need to relax. He filed originally, so he wasn't scared. Okay, that's cute. But if the DA is just now picking up this case, and then we still got like 3 or 4 other articles to get into about how she been pissing people off, this is definitely the universe like conspiring right now to get her the fuck up out of here. If you cannot tell. Okay, so to anybody that's about to try to rush to the comments to try to protect, bitch, you can sit right in the cell with her. You go right to hell or sit right in the cell with her. Your choice. Let's keep going. As he should. Imagine the outrage if he did that to her. We haven't seen the girl on one vacation. Think about it. I don't think I've ever seen her on vacation, honestly. So it's true. She only vacations to the county jail. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her on vacation before. She was for her birthday last year, actually. How you know if they invited her somewhere or not? How do we know that the bitch got a passport? Okay. Y'all are crazy. She whole single mom out here and y'all wishing jail on her. Girl, fuck her and fuck that kid. She knew that she was a motherfucking mother when she fucking decided to put hands on the man. I wish y'all would stop with that shit. I wish y'all would stop with that shit. Do y'all understand? Because let me say something. Because again, I feel like it's always that one that's in the back of the bus. How dare you say fuck that kid? Girl, fuck both of them. Let me tell you why. Because y'all sit and act like the evolution of life isn't for you to be a kid and then grow up to be an adult. Y'all do understand that half the people that's in jail for murdering and raping motherfuckers right now were once children? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, and so what you do to prevent that, okay, or to circumvent that, is not say, oh, she's a terrorist, so allow this terrorist to be outside raising other little terrorists. No, what you do is, oh, take the terrorists away so that the child has the opportunity to live and grow and be completely different than the motherfucking terrorist. So again, like I said before this, baby, you can go to hell or you can go to jail right along with her. Either or, pick your choice. Not even gonna read that whole paragraph. Now she finna be on live all day. Child, listen, and the way 2024 set up, they got cell phones in prison. So we gonna be getting live streams and mukbangs from her fucking prison cell, unfortunately. Everybody that was offending this behavior, let's talk about it. Listen, I take it a step further. We gonna see her go to jail. They gonna give her a damn cell phone like how they doing all these other prisoners. She gonna be all on TikTok. And you know how like on Instagram, like you now got the new FaceTime feature where you could like have multiple people. Child, it's gonna be her, Jaden, the mama, the baby, and Blue, all on FaceTime. Okay, well, but her background and Blueface background gonna be prison bars. But they're gonna be FaceTiming each other right from jail. They're just gonna go more public with their relationship. Set up the girl. I wish she never went. Big ass grown man looking for money and attention over here. Y'all, let's see what the fuck she look like. Why? Of course it's private. 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 And then let's see. Wait. They got the nerve to be retweeting shit. What this shit say? One of the hardest lessons was letting go from someone who had an anxious attachment style and was extremely codependent. When I started my healing journey, I learned to master the law of detachment and it changed my life. This is what the fuck I be talking about. Like, but yet you want to hide behind all of this spiritual talk and try to act like you so fucking evolved, more focused than ever, God over everything. Bitch, that's not godly. That's not godly. Like, I love how y'all be spewing out the most hateful shit, but then want to sit and try to hide behind religion or spirituality. Girl, fuck you too. Again, everybody could go to prison, everybody could go to jail or go to hell. Okay. Oh, I was about to say something. Let me not. As he should. Imagine the outrage if he did that to her. The people in the comments finding excuses for her behavior is the problem. She needs to take accountability. She knows she's a single mother. She knows she needs help. It seems like she uses God as an excuse to get sympathy, just like the girl we just finished talking about. Okay, she uses God as an excuse to use sympathy instead of putting the faith and work behind her prayers. She's too old to be putting her hands on individuals because she doesn't like the opinions or reactions. This is real life, not a show for views. Listen, she need to start being held accountable, and that's just the T girl. That is just the T girl. Okay, from the T girl. Okay, well, let's keep going because again, like I said, this wasn't enough for y'all to get mad. But let's keep going. Okay, so this is Chrisean Rock. Now she's talking about, Gaza and the Palestinians and things like that. Listen, I don't get into those conversations for a reason because the type of conversations I want to have, I feel like that this is why I need to like start building up my TikTok, because I feel like TikTok is much more accepting and much more open thought and critical thoughts over there. Like, y'all bitches are still in my motherfucking comments right now arguing back and forth over Nicki and Meg. The last video I put up about Nicki and Meg, I specifically said this girl got a #1 based off the rap beef, and y'all are still in my motherfucking comments right now telling me how I need to let it the fuck go and how Nicki had a whack song. When did I ever say that the song wasn't whack? If I say that Meg got a #1 off the rap beef, that's exactly what the fuck I said. Coming in my comments and telling me how Nicki fans need to let it the fuck go and how the song was whack, that has nothing to do with the fact that I said. So it just be certain shit that I be wanting to have a conversation about, but it's just like I realize YouTube might not be the best place to do that. Okay, so let's see what Chrisean had to say, because this video was about her. Chrisean Rock says the war in Gaza is happening because the Palestinians don't believe in Jesus. Interesting.
So that's why it's happening right there. Like, all them people that's bowing down with them carpets that's on the floor, they bowing down to a God that said to worship his son, to accept his son first. So, and then they making big palaces of it. Like, like they really standing and sticking behind it. Like, they made laws about their religion. So I'm kind of like, where Jesus was born at, they go over there believing something that's totally have nothing to do with him, right? Or
Yeah.
no? Because like I think
Okay, let's go to the comments. I hate when people whose favorite color is 3 speak on politics. Thank you, Lord. This the one that's going to get her canceled and keep her canceled. Her Jesus is tattooed on her face. Same difference. Bye, demon. Wake it up. She definitely flipped her eyelids in class and ate pencils. Let's talk about it. Cancel culture, finisher, Mortal Kombat voice. The wheel is spinning, but the hamster. Not the wheel is spinning, but the hamster is dead. Oh my God. Nice knowing you, cause yikes, this is about to get her terminated. This isn't even what I was going to talk about. When I said that, it's funny how now all of a sudden she's crossing the line and the boundary. This wasn't what I was going to talk about, but I do find it funny that now this is what it takes for people to. Okay, so everything else before this wasn't problematic. Like, I really have things to say about that. Like, it's so crazy how we look and then we want to yell out Jesus and God and all of this, that, and the third, but then all these ungodly acts that's not coming from a place of love. We just okay. Let's keep going now. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Y'all not ready for that conversation. So see the full live. Nobody saying anything out of pocket. This is just my preface on things. I respect what people believe. I just know what the word says. Oh, so she one of those. TJ. Shout out to TJ. So what does the word say about all those abortions she had? Ooh, y'all gotta stop making people famous when there's really people out here talented and can't get a view or a like because they're not popular. This went on way too long. Somebody said, I hate when people whose favorite color is. So, okay, we read that already, child. The word says you shouldn't idolize a false prophet, but yet you got blue face tatted on your face. Why we not talking about how colorist comments from last night? Child, we can. Because I know that's what the girls really want to get to. Because again, everything else was fine. But don't let her talk about somebody's color, child. Now all of a sudden we want to band together and now she's talking about all black women. Okay. Sensitive content. Chrisean tells dark-skinned girl that she's not cute and has a large nose. I know you don't like your complexion. Let me reread that one more time for the people in the back. Chrisean tells dark-skinned girl that she's not cute and has a large nose. I know you don't like your complexion. Let me reread that one more time, but let me switch it up a little bit. Chrisean isn't talking to all black women, but instead she's talking to one black girl specifically who she finds not very attractive or cute and feels like that girl has a large nose. And she tells that girl specifically, I know you don't like your complexion. Well, let's go ahead and get into it.
And that synthetic weave you got in your
Because look at the matter of fact, look at the caption that's on screen. Crack Sean gets on live and this is dark skinned girls. Did she diss dark skinned girls or did she diss a dark skinned girl? It's two different things. Let me y'all not gonna like me. Y'all not gonna like my opinion. I don't give a fuck. I just hit 10K, baby. I might go down back to 1 because y'all not gonna like my opinion. But I'm gonna let Crack Sean speak for a second.
who's eating me up? You're broke as you're ugly with a fat nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion because you look like one of them type. That forehead and that synthetic weave you got in your hair. Who's eating me up? You're broke as you're ugly with a fat nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion because you look like one of them type.
Okay, so let me put something on the screen real quick. Let me put something on the screen real quick because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of y'all doing this. I'm so tired of y'all doing this. And this is why y'all be waking up every day so fucking angry and pissed off at the goddamn world. Because Chrisean had a problem with one little girl. Now, how the fuck this became an argument and a fight and a battle for all black women is beyond me. It's completely beyond me. It's completely beyond me. But let me put this on screen. Right. So it's crazy how we can now, because right now that's very, very trendy. It's Hardwick soft life. So we can look at certain black girls and tell, oh, you date white men, right? Like it's a huge trend all over TikTok. Matter of fact, let's actually go to TikTok. Let's go to TikTok.
Proof that my theory works. This is how I just went to the mall with my wig. I didn't know it was like this. I left the gym. I was in a rush, and then I put something over my head. Look at this. Look at this. Chad and Brad got my phone number. I'm not lying. This is how my wig was. You guys, this theory is correct. Hard wig soft.
Okay, and even then, when I saw that this whole theory was starting to become popular, what I said in the comments was it definitely works and it's true, but a lot of people don't realize that there's also stereotypes that come with the girls that have the bust downs, the bodies, the fashion over fits, because guys see that and they automatically stereotype it and rather not deal with the quote unquote urban girl to avoid the sassiness. So my point was is that everybody's trying to do this whole hard wig soft life thing, and I'm like, y'all do real like I get the point if you want to get the bag and go. But also at the same time, y'all need to understand that part of Hardwick Soft Life is actually like a I don't know the word. I don't want to say detriment or cut, but like it's like a slapping your face because it's essentially calling you ghetto. That's what it's doing. It's essentially saying that any black woman or any person of color or any person period, but really more so we're speaking towards people of color and black women. It's like if you don't have a hard wig and soft life, or rather if you don't have a hard wig, then you are automatically looked at as ghetto. Right? Like there's a certain stereotype that people place you into. And by people, I mean the people that intentionally date those with a hard wig. That's a whole other conversation. But the reason I wanted to bring that up in this situation is because it's gonna be fuck Chrisean all day. It's gonna be fuck this little retarded ass bitch all day. And I know some people are like, oh, we're not supposed to say that word in 2024. That even adds to my point. Y'all have to stop making everything your personal fight and your personal mission. If there's a situation where someone is coming for a whole group of people or a whole race of people, that's one thing. But everything is not your mission. Everything is not your motherfucking fight. Sometimes you just got to learn to mind your motherfucking business and be like, oh, I don't like what you said. I don't like what you did here. But I'm not personally going to be affected. Like, I can look at Chrisean and be like, yo, you fucked up for what the fuck you said. But I'm not going to wear that shit on my skin. And now my day is fucking ruined because I feel like she coming for my whole entire existence. No, because she wasn't arguing with me. Same way that y'all will sit here and y'all will argue with a bitch and call them fat. Are you attacking all fat people? Are you like it's kind of the same thing even with baddies. The way that we sit there and we get on Rolly, do we feel like every fucking fat person out there looks sloppy? Even if they do we feel that? Are we now all of a sudden fat phobic, or are we just having a discussion with Rolly specifically because of who Rolly is? Right? Again, and I'm not excusing Chrisean at all. Again, fuck her all day, throw her under the jail. Period. Her, Blueface, Jaden, the baby, the mama, I'm sick of all of them. But I just have to point that out because in every situation that happens, every hot topic that comes up, nothing is always like just 100% just this. Sometimes there's other things that happen where there's other conversations that can be pulled out of that. And I feel like this is a prime example. It's like now, like, again, it bothers me to my core that this little bitch was allowed to go around terrorizing for years. No one felt or said a thing. As you just saw, she slapped the man, assaulted someone at a concert. No one felt a thing. Tamar came out, showed videos of her sister, Toni Braxton, a living fucking legend, visibly uncomfortable. People were still defending. Charges were filed. Why you wait to file? Why are you doing this shit now? Oh, you a big ass man still trying to get clout. All of this, that, and a third. But then the second that you see her going off on somebody that she don't like for whatever reason, and then she bring up their skin color, now all of a sudden we want to cancel her. Now all of a sudden we want to like that shit is weird to me. It's fucking weird to me. Same way that is weird to me when she starts bringing up religion and God and other, like I don't care about her actual opinion. That doesn't move. I don't care about her actual opinion, but I find it fucking weird where now when she started bringing up religion and this, that, and the third, oh, don't play with God. You doing all of that defending, but like God looking at you like you stupid, because when she was out here assaulting other children of God, what were you doing? Minding your business, defending this little bitch. So it's like all of this little half-ass backward shit that y'all be doing. I can't get jiggy with it. I cannot get jiggy with it. This bitch been a motherfucking problem. I've been documenting her downfall. We sit here and we joke and we talk about surviving Zeus. Baby, surviving Chrisean at this point. Because I have countless videos where I've been telling y'all for years now that she is a motherfucking problem. And it was defend, defend, defend. Oh, once she have a baby, that's going to change her. Newsflash, a baby don't change none of y'all motherfuckers. And half the time, y'all be having these babies thinking that it's going to bridge the distance between you and a fucking degenerate. And it don't. And then you get mad when y'all two don't end up as the happy, perfect little Disney couple that you thought that you was going to be, because that's the way that, America has socialized and conditioned you to think, that you're supposed to grow old with a man and have this little family and this, that, and the third. And then when that whole fantasy doesn't work, then you want to start using the child as leverage. Because that's another conversation we could get into. Because I don't like none of this. I don't like none of this. Like, and then even aside from Chrisean, something else that I've always said, and then I'm going to say again, stop making everything your personal issue. Everything don't need to affect you to your core. You can not like what Chrisean did or what she said, but let's not try to turn this into a whole movement. Let's not do that. Let's not do that, because if I go back to the comments, this first little comment right here, it says, if any dark-skinned little girls are seeing this right now, please don't listen to this video. The world doesn't think like this about you. Everybody loves you. You literally are the beauty standard. Girl, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. We need to have a real conversation. There are ugly motherfuckers that are yellow, brown, white, Asian, black, Puerto Rican, Jamaican, Jewish, Italian. Like, can y'all cut out this fantasy world? Cut out this fantasy world. There's one thing to have a conversation about colorism and futurism and, all it, like, that's always going to be important. Always going to be important. Always going to be important. But to sit here and take this one situation where y'all don't even know what the bitch looks like. Is the other girl on screen? Is this her right here? Can barely tell what she looks like. Matter of fact, let me play it. Is this her?
That'd be looking like a dot. That'd be like jealous, so jealous of girl. Like, oh my god, light-skinned girls. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, shit crazy. I'm crazy. Jealous. Regular look, she black. Oh wow, dog, tell. She black. Oh wow, dog, tell me, bro. It always be those ones. Like, why? Why
Yeah,
they
the dark skin ones that be looking.
Why?
The dark and dusty ones.
That be looking like a dot.
That be like jealous, so jealous of girl. Like,
oh my god, light-skinned girls. Yeah, that's what it is.
See, I thought that she was going to go in and say something like, and again, y'all not going to like what I'm saying. You're not, but you need to listen very closely. But let me finish my original thought. Colorism conversations are very important. Yes. But at the same time, we need to stop being delusional. You can uplift without putting others down. That's one thing that I see a lot, is that we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about any and everybody mama, but then dark skinned people are off limit. We cannot do that. We cannot do that, because y'all do that shit all the time on Real Housewives of Potomac. It's like y'all will sit and say the most obscene things about Giselle and Ashley and Mia and Karen, thinking that you could get away with it and you get a pass to say that because they are light skinned. But if anybody said those things about Wendy or Nneka, it will be World War fucking 3. I don't like that pick and choose shit. I do not like that. I will never fucking like that. Either it's going to be an equal opportunity offender, like everybody can get it, or y'all shouldn't be saying none of this shit at all. Because that happens so much. I see it so much. And that is exactly why. Because a couple of weeks ago, I never did a video on it, but that's why Lil Wayne said what he did. And of course, Lil Wayne, given his track record with his baby mothers and, the races that they are, of course, y'all looked at it like, oh, Lil Wayne, you've been a colorist, da, 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 da. But when Lil Wayne was like, yeah, y'all be shitting on Drake because of the color of his skin, that's exactly what he meant. Like, let's not sit and act like there isn't a light skin stereotype. Let's not sit and act like since the beginning of time, like, I understand, yeah, there are dark-skinned people that have had to go through shit, but let's not sit and act like that has not been just like the butt of the joke with the Black community, is that the light-skinned person is the weak friend and this, that, and the third. And I'm not even going to hold you. In my experience of life, ask me how many times I've been called a faggot. Ask me how many times I've been called a nigger. Because I can tell you one experience severely outweighs the other. Just like, yes, I've seen colorism happen, but at the same time, I've also seen my own people. Because then when you try to say reverse racism or reverse colorism, then it's this whole, well, that can't happen. And then y'all want to start using all of these educational words and but you understand what the point is. It's like, ask me how many times I've seen colorism happen versus how many times I've seen my own people do what you would hate done to you. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Doesn't negate and doesn't mean that colorism doesn't happen. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's a very real thing. But again, what we need to stop doing is this. Stop this whole trauma bonding shit with one situation happening with one person, and then all of a sudden it's every little dark-skinned girl in the nation. And matter of fact, take the whole color part of it out of it. It could be anything that we're talking about, because it's not just with color that people do this. You do it simply based off of people having the same genitalia as you, or just the same skin tone as you. I don't care if we were talking about everybody with brown eyes. If Chrisean cursed out a bitch with brown eyes or hazel eyes and cursed that out, everybody with hazel eyes in this world should not be offended. Cut it the fuck out. Now, that's that. Moving on. As far as the direct comments that Chrisean made, I'm still not bothered by it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because y'all can sit and try to live in a fantasy world all you want to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that over here. The one comment that I get all the time is thank you for being unbiased. And this is another situation where I'm not going to play bias and just trauma bond. I'm not. Chrisean specifically said, you look like that type of girl. Even in this second clip that I didn't realize was here until, clearly I started talking. She says here, you look like one of those type of girls. That is exactly why I brought up the whole soft life hard wig. That's exactly why I brought that up. Because
just in case you need
we can look at certain type of girls and tell you date white men. We can look at certain type of men and be like, you date white women. Y'all do that all the time. Stereotypes exist, whether or not you want to believe in them or you feel like it's respectful. It exists for a fucking reason. Okay, we can understand it when it's time for our life, right? When it comes to our life, if you walking down a motherfucking street, bitch, please do not sit and act like you just gonna be trusting any and every motherfucking body. You walking down a goddamn street, you gonna look sideways at everybody and be like, oh no, you look like a type that will rob a bitch. You look like the type I might have to fight. You look like the type that's about to catcall me. You look like the type I'm gonna have to watch out for because you might kill me or try to put me in your van. Please stop. Stereotypes be working when y'all want them to work, but they're needed for a reason. And we're not going to sit and act like that there is not a specific, like a very particular type of demographic of girls out there that aren't envious and aren't jealous for whatever reason. For whatever reason. And that happens in all groups of people, baby. That happens in all groups of people. So hear me very clearly with this. Hear me very clearly with this. Okay, if I didn't say it, it wasn't said. So please do not put any words in my mouth. In every demographic, there will always be healed versus unhealed. And there will always be jealousy. So I'll give you an example. With a lot of gay men, there are, the types where maybe you were accepted. Then you have the types that weren't accepted, right? And so their upbringing could be a little bit different, and then you have one that ends up being a little more toxic. Hurt people, right? And so knowing that colorism exists, or even if it has nothing to do with colorism, it's just, okay, somebody's pretty. You can naturally be envious. Again, I have not introduced colorism and I haven't introduced, skin color into it yet. But if there's pretty people at your school and they are getting talked to for whatever reason, whether it's for their skin color, whether it's for their hairstyle, their hair texture, whatever, somebody got what the fuck you don't want. I mean, somebody got what the fuck you want. Okay, this girl is getting attention. I don't like that. I'm gonna talk about him. I'm gonna bully him. I'm a da 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 da. Regardless of whatever the reason is why. we not going to sit and act like that there isn't a certain group of people. And I'm trying to find the best way to explain this. There's a certain image I actually want to show, but let me see if I can find it. Actually, I can. And when I put it up on screen, hopefully this makes a lot more sense. We're not going to sit and act like these type of girls don't exist at schools. We're not going to sit and try to act like these type of girls don't exist at school. There's a whole reason Nicole made this a skit. This is who I feel like Chrisean is talking about. Do I feel like she's coming for all dark-skinned women in the world? I don't. And again, I will drag Chrisean. I will drag her. And she may very well be a colorist. But based off of the 2 videos that I watched, when she specifically said, you look like the type of girl. You look like the type of girl. Okay, she didn't say all dark-skinned girls. She said you look like the type. And what we're not going to sit here and do, as much as colorism is a problem, and I understand that it needs to be dealt with, and this, that, and the third, we're not going to sit and skew reality and act like there are not bitches out there who get so upset at the fucking world for the cards that they dealt. We're not. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. Everybody and their mama know the little hood girl, the little ratchet girl with the short ponytail, okay, barely got hair to fit into it, that's mad at the motherfucking world and sit and be talking about everybody. And 9 times out of 10, she is a certain complexion. Is that speaking about everybody who has a complexion? It absolutely isn't. Does it make it right for the experiences that she's going through? Absolutely not. You can empathize with her, but at the same time, you don't get to be hurt and then go around hurting other people. Let me see if I can find more TikToks to support my argument, because I'm trying to find the best way to explain this so people can get it, because I already know it's going to be people in their feelings. But there's always that hood girl with the short ponytail. Oh, my mama put a perm in my head when I was younger. Let me see. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
You ain't cute. You ain't that fucking cute.
You ain't cute at all.
I don't give a fuck. That's your opinion.
You look like a boy.
You ain't cute. You ain't that fucking cute.
You ain't cute at all.
This is when a wannabe city girl come to school without her hair done and it's in that small ass ponytail. Turn it off. I'm trying to find an example. You know what? And since we all the way there, I'm gonna pause it right here. I don't know this lady right here. I don't know her from a can of paint. Because we all make stereotypes. I don't know her from a can of paint, but if I just saw this right here, she looks like a bully. She looks like somebody that would walk around with their hair like that in elementary. And she looks like the type that would beat up on all the pretty girls. That if she just so happens to be a certain skin color, then that's just what it is. Then that's the experience that I have to go off of. So I might call that out. But like, we're not going to sit and act like y'all. I'm really trying to, like, and literally the ponytail be this small. Like, I've seen 1,001 skits about this, and I'm trying so hard to find it. Just to... But either way, these girls end up being problematic. As fuck. And it's a real thing. And I do believe that in Chrisean's experience, because, like, come on, let's not sit and act like, because see, here be the crazy part. Y'all will sit and call Chrisean pretty, and that will be the very reason why y'all let her, run unscathed from any drama and any conflict or any consequence, right? Y'all will sit there and allow her to get away with murder because she's pretty. But then the second where she says how she's experienced people not liking her because she's pretty, now all of a sudden she's not allowed to say that, and that didn't happen. And then don't let her say, "Oh yeah, I'm a light skinned girl that's pretty," and there was dark skinned people that like. I really want people to stop projecting and stop trying to trauma bond and stop trying to make everything a collective bandwagon. Like Chrisean saying that she got picked on by girls that were dark skinned does not mean that every dark skinned girl is out here picking on light skinned girls. That's not what that means. That's not what that means. Just like every dark skinned girl is not a victim. Every light skinned girl is not a victim. Every gay person is not a victim. Every straight person is not a victim. Like sometimes people just do too much, and I feel like y'all get so caught up in these labels and then these social justice movements that it just skews reality. How is you excusing Chrisean's behavior because of who she is any different than like you trying to excuse the experiences that like I don't know, child. I don't know. Hopefully somebody get what I'm trying to say. Hopefully somebody get what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, it's fuck Chrisean. Throw that bitch under the jail along with her entire family. I do not care, except for Tasiki. But what I will say is like, y'all gotta stop. If somebody's talking about one person, that's not a fight for everybody. When Lizzo gets attacked for looking sloppy, I don't get online and be like, "Oh my God, that's fat phobic. Y'all coming for all the fat motherfuckers in America." Neither do y'all rush to defend all fat people. Like, cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, just like with Chrisean being attacked for being fucking less than smart. We not coming for everybody. Like, cut that out. 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 Like, stop selling trauma. Stop to little girls everywhere. This is for you. Bitch, what? This has nothing to do with little girls everywhere. Matter of fact, little girls everywhere should not even be watching this type of content. When did this become an issue for little girls everywhere? Because one bitch had a problem with another bitch. And that other bitch reminded her of very similar experiences that she's had with other bitches that look like her and were that type of girl. She's not coming for all dark-skinned women. She said, you look like that type of girl, like that type of girl. Like, we're not talking about a Tika Sumter or a Flo Millie or a Normani. Who else? Beautiful chocolate women. We're not talking about that type that's very comfortable and you know who you are. No, we're talking about the type of person where you take your insecurities and then you lash out on other people, and then other people overlook what it is that you're doing because of whatever reason. Again, I could easily go through any like hashtag right now of Real Housewives of Potomac, and you will see all the nasty things people say about just all the light-skinned women of Real Housewives of Potomac. But let anybody say anything nasty about Wendy or Nneka, all of a sudden you're a colorist. All you can say is Wendy doesn't belong on the show, and then there will be deep dives and think pieces about it. That shit is not okay. It's not fucking okay. And this little goalpost where y'all move shit and like the newsflash, bitch. Nobody is exempt. There are ugly people, there are terrorists, there are rapists, there are murderous people, there are like that applies to all skin tones and ethnicities. It can't be you get to say and do whatever you want and move however you want, but then can't nobody say nothing about you. Because then if something said is about you as an individual, now all of a sudden it's a group thing and it's a social justice movement, and now it affects all people just like you in America. That's not how it works. And again, I know people not gonna get it. I know people not gonna get it because y'all hear what you want to hear, and you probably listen to. Let me play what Chrisean said one more time, just for clarification, and just in case I missed it, but I doubt I did.
Those ones, but why?
It always be those ones. Those ones. Talking about a specific, not all.
Why the dark skin ones that be looking? Why? You thought some dusty ones that be scared?
That be looking like a dot.
That be like jealous, so jealous of girl. Like,
oh my god! Like,
She literally said it. It be those ones, the dark skinned girls that are jealous, like that are intentionally jealous of the light skinned girls. Are all dark skinned girls jealous of light skinned girls? No. No. Absolutely the fuck not. Dark skinned women are just as beautiful as light skinned girls. And just because you're of lighter skin doesn't mean that you're more beautiful. That's not how it works. Okay, anybody can be beautiful, just like anybody can be ugly. Okay, there are beautiful chocolate, deep chocolate, rich chocolate, all of that. Okay, but at the same time, just like there can be light skinned villains, there can be motherfucking dark skinned villains, and then that's just where I'm gonna leave it at because I don't want to.
That forehead and that synthetic weave you got in your hair. Who's eating me up? You're broke as you're ugly as with a fat nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion because you look like one of them type.
You look like one of them type of girls. I'm sorry. You look like one of them types. You look like the type of girl who doesn't like yourself, has low self esteem. I mean, girl, look at the way you styling your hair. Look at the way you styling your makeup. You look like one of them type of girls that don't like your complexion, that don't like who you are, that is intentionally coming for me because you see me well and put together. Same way that y'all look at Candace Owens and y'all, she looked like the type. Same way that you look at a girl with a hard wig, soft life, she looked like the type. Same way that you look at a black man. Like there's even a thing. You know what? Let's go back to TikTok because I'm passionate about this. I'm sorry. Let me see. Biracial kid. What is it? I think it's y'all can tell when there's the black daddy. No, black mama. Because that's another thing I be seeing a lot. Y'all be like, you can definitely tell the difference between a biracial kid. Oh, here we go. The white moms versus black moms, right? Because right now, here and there, I be seeing people talk about how you can always tell the biracial kid who has the black mother versus the black father because they're completely different. Y'all feel like the ones that have because like the mothers are usually majority of the time with the kid. So y'all feel like if it's a black mother, then the kid gonna grow up hood and urban. If there's a white mother, then he's gonna grow up like sort of like a Drake or sort of like a Paris Jackson.
Look, I want you guys to take a look at this video. I'm sure you've seen it. It's an old video, but I love it. It cracked me up.
Child, because now I'm taking it somewhere else. Listen, if you still don't get the point, oh well, because I still feel like it's going to be people in the comments trying to argue. But we can definitely do videos on all of that. Please stop trying to project and make everything stop. Because you really doing a disservice because now you introducing little girls to trauma in a situation that had nothing to do with them, and now you're placing extra trauma on them. Like imagine me waking you up out of your sleep to tell you about something that has literally nothing to do with you, but it has to do with somebody that looks like you and has nothing to do with you. But the way that I'm telling the story to you is that you should be affected and you should be crying and you should be traumatized as though it did happen to you. Like, I really need y'all to start breaking that shit down. Little girls everywhere. If you hear this message, bitch, what? Why are you introducing little girls to a beef that had nothing to do with them? Why are you showing little girls this and saying, see, this is how people feel about you, but just know you need to stand up for you. Bitch, what? And then 2 seconds from now, we'll be talking about Jesus and God and love and light, and yet we spread and hate. My God. Okay. Chrisean lost another 100K followers. Matter of fact, go like this damn video. Let me reset real quick.
Whatever you want, babe. Whatever you need, babe. It's like I come through a song. Gotta show me the Monday. Whatever you want, babe. Whatever you need. Shooby dooby 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 doo. I come through a song. Gotta show me the Monday. I take Cash App, I take Venmo, I take Zelle, whatever else you're looking for. Got a deposit if you're trying to come and get to know. My time is worth money, nigga, that ain't criminal.
Last time I saw you, I was a child.
Thought of something. I just thought of something. Remember that So Raven and Loca?
I loved Loca's reactions in this scene.
And I'm not even gonna play it because y'all know how Disney is. Disney not about to snatch my shit, child. Okay, listen. Oh, I was about to say something. Fuck it. They not about to snatch my shit how they be snatching up all these little kids. Catch it. Catch it. Okay? Catch it. But one thing I just wanted to point out too, imagine if somebody had an issue with a whole bunch of girls that look like Loca for whatever reason, right? And we can get it. Please don't take it too deep and be like, okay, well, Disney, specifically casted a dark skinned girl for this. Miss me with all of that. People got to learn to stop being objective and stop personalizing everything. Even I can say that there are gay people that do entirely too much. Okay? Entirely too motherfucking much. Okay? It's not a one size fits all type of thing. But at the end of the day, like with this situation, right? Loca was a bully. She looks like a bully. Has nothing to do with her being dark skinned, but she looks like a bully because she is a certain height. She has a certain swag. Her hair is a certain way. She looks like a motherfucking bully. I can put up somebody else that looks completely different than her, but has the same aesthetic. And you will look at her and you might think that she's a bully. Does she not look like a bully? And that's young jukebox and old jukebox. That doesn't look like a bully. That, like, there's not a certain swag there. There's not a whole, that might be a lesbian there. Like, you can look at people and they have a look. Now, when it comes to Chrisean, she took it a step further because, as she said, her issue was, I have a problem with the girls who don't have my complexion that hate me for my complexion. And we're not going to act like that's not a real thing. Even with Hazel E, it's so many girls that hate her. And it wasn't until Hazel E came out swinging and then she got canceled. And I remember being there, right? Now, Hazel E, I don't know if she ever said something like to the effect of like monkey or whatever, but people picked on Hazel E. For years, they picked on her. And when Hazel E looked into her comments, she saw that everybody looked one way. And the day when she spoke up and said something, regardless of what she said, she was immediately canceled. Immediately canceled and fired from Love and Hip Hop, and then went on Iyanla. But y'all picked on her for years. Like I said, this is a topic that would have to be a whole other video, but here's another example right here. When light-skinned folks talk about colorism, but it's the I have a white mom and everyone's jealous of my hazel eyes version. Now, this is not so much of what I thought it was going to be because, I mean, but then at the same time, what's somebody's experience is somebody's experience. But then at the same time, I understand the whole point of that part. It's like, okay, people being jealous of you, it's not always jealousy. Like I said, beauty exists everywhere. It's not always jealousy. But I know that y'all did it to Masika too. I know that Masika tried to speak about her experience right here. Right here. Right here.
Reverse colorism doesn't exist, like reverse racism doesn't exist.
Okay, so Mona Leo said, I've gotten some nasty ass messages since that interview dropped, and all I did was point out what I thought was the obvious. I stand by what I said about colorism still being a very real and prevalent issue, and there's no such thing. Now, I don't know who Mona Leo is. Last time I checked, she was wearing blonde hair, so I want to go on the thing of saying she's at least. I know she's not there. Okay, I don't know what she is because Lighten be playing a part. Okay, so she's moderate brown skin. Okay. But nonetheless, Masika had came out and said reverse colorism 100% exists. Saying that it doesn't exist is actually proof that it does. And then Masika went into some other tweets about, experiences and whatnot that she's been through. And my point is that then y'all start making videos like this. Now, this video happens to be because just like how there are people that look like they will do a certain thing. And before I forget it, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but let's not act like Chica doesn't look like a certain type of person. There is a stereotype. The angry black fat girl. There is a stereotype. And she could fit into all of them boxes. And y'all was wearing her ass out when it came time to Zonique. Right? Let's not sit and act like when it comes to Amanda Seales, not so much in the looks department, but let's not sit and act like there isn't a stereotype that comes along with her. And why she was fired from the Real. And why she rubs people the wrong way. And why half of the Insecure cast didn't really gel with her too bad. Let's not sit and act like, hell, because we can throw men into it. Let's not sit and act like people like Kevin Samuels didn't have a look to them. Be mad at me all you want. Sometimes that look, yes, it may not be based off your skin tone, but your skin tone may play a part because of the type of experience that comes with, like, but them stereotypes and this, that, and it all. But my point is just like how it's problematic to look at Amanda Seales and be like, okay, you have this issue with Amanda Seales, and then now everybody that looks like Amanda Seales is just like her, or like you have a problem with Chica, and so now all fat black like women are angry. Like, it's all problematic, y'all. It's problematic. It's just problematic. Let me just get off of this. Let me just get off of this. So I've been talking about this for way too long because I'm trying to make sure I dot every I, cross every T, so people really understand where I'm coming from. Because I promise you, I am no way trying to excuse someone that is an actual colorist or excuse Chrisean for any reason. However, there be little nuances and things within these arguments that just be throwing me. Okay, but let's move on. Chrisean ended up losing about 100,000 followers. 400,000 in total since Blueface Tattoo. Let's check her page and see where she at now. Let's check her page and see where she at now. So that's at 5 million. So she's still at 5 million. She's still at 5 million. Okay. I'm talking about something. Add me on Snapchat, Chrisean. Now, mind you, there was a whole other. I'm gonna have to change this video because at first it was supposed to be a video about her and James Wright Chanel, but child, I'm about to title this "The Downfall." Okay, the downfall of Chrisean Milan. Okay. Now we just gotta get y'all to stop posting them, yeah, and y'all finna get unfollowed next. You keep posting her, yep, I unfollowed, but I wish y'all blogs would stop entertaining her. That's what I'm talking about. So you telling me there's 8 million people on the planet and over 5 million was following Chrisean? Now I see why. She must have been in Chrisean's class. Baby, there's not 8 million people on this planet. 8 million people on this planet. Girl, no, ma'am. They left because she called them broke followers. It needs to be 1 million at a time. Okay? Listen, that 500K is not doing shit. We the people was tired. You can't cry to us, then turn around and get in this man's face tatted on you. How you as a mother even allow a man to bash your child and turn around and worship him like he's a god? I'm glad the way she treats her family is carry herself is sick to watch. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gave her more chances than y'all gave Tory Lanez for shooting that bitch in the foot, allegedly. That be the gag for me. See all the half-ass shit that y'all do? This is what I be talking about. This is what I be, and then want to relate it back to God and spirituality and girl, fuck all of that. Y'all gave Chrisean 1,001 chances. Okay, but with Tory, it was like lock him up immediately. With Chris, lock him up immediately. Like, okay. Okay. Wisdom has been chasing her, but she is faster. Okay. So child, let's take it back to Tiki Talk real quick because there was some other shit that she was posting as they should. Good. PayPal are scammers. I've been dealing with PayPal since 2007, and PayPal they are scammers. Anyways, what am I typing at? Child, let's just type in Chrisean and see what comes up. Okay. Wait. Oh. Oh. Wait. Okay, hold on. I don't know what crew. I never knew what the baby looked like, y'all. And I'm not necessarily in the position of talking about kids specifically. I can say fuck that baby and fuck them kids, but like I don't like when y'all start calling babies ugly and start talking about like a baby specific, like y'all going too far. Okay. Um, but I'm looking up what the hell crew to chat is because I'm looking in the comments and oh child, the whole time I thought that TikTok was on the screen and I was still on Instagram. Okay. Crew to chat because they're saying that this is what. Oh wow, that's exactly what. That is exactly what her child looks like, and I am not saying that maliciously. That's literally how this first picture right here is. That's exactly y'all. That's exactly what the baby looks like.
That's weird.
You see the baby? That's exactly what he looks like. Like you cannot like. Is this Chrisean's? Like, and I'm being dead ass serious. Is this, or is it like one of those like I've never heard of crew to chat, but maybe it's like one of those um oh god like syndromes where because I know that certain syndromes kind of like make people look alike. Like I know like a lot of people that have like Down syndrome end up looking alike. Child, I don't see. I get weirded out when I start talking about stuff like this because I don't like. This is when I'm being serious, and I'm not trying to like offend anybody. But there are certain syndromes that I've seen, and people have the same facial feature. I had no idea that this baby. I mean, nothing's been confirmed, but this is what came up for crew to chat, and that is literally her child's face. And the sad part is that would we even be surprised? I told y'all this lady was sitting there fighting and fucking and smoking and drinking the entire pregnancy. She announced her pregnancy one day, and then the very next day, she pulled up to the Zeus premiere and slapped an assistant on a carpet. And then right after that, she was fighting Marsh. Do y'all not remember that? Let me go ahead and pull that up. Let me pull that up. Because when people want to sit here and get in the comments and then start defending this bitch girl, fuck her. Fuck her.
All I know is she go over there with the bar.
Look, as you can see, fighting while she's pregnant is crazy.
Follows me over there with the, and she like, yeah, that's her right there. And I knew it, bro. That's when I told Anna, I said some shit is about to go the fuck down. This is how it first happened. I go to the bathroom, I see her, and it's like, I would never in my life put my hands on a pregnant woman. So I'm sitting there like, all right, cool. So she got a problem. That's her problem. I really feel like she ran out of no fucking, I feel like she ran from behind the curtains.
Cuzzo says Chrisean Rock friend Marsh is the one who attacked her at the Baddies East auditions. And I mean, y'all see what ended up happening. I was looking for the actual footage of when they was in the street because they was in the street fighting. Let me see. Chrisean. Okay, is it this when she was in the streets fighting?
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out?
Okay, so nobody got it. Everybody just gonna act like. Let me see if Twitter got it. 'Cause Twitter messy. Chrisean Marsh fight. I'm looking. Was it really Marsh? Okay, found it. Okay, found it. Okay, so Chrisean had got it. This is literally at the top of the year.
This bitch is on drugs. She's about to kill this bitch. And that's the picture. Who is this girl with her titties out?
Oh, no.
She can't. This girl is like a man. She looks like she's crying. Chrisean has the pink tracksuit on.
Chrisean got into a fight while pregnant. I mean, listen, and y'all was excusing her behavior then. This was a year ago. Bro, I need the full fight. Nah, Blue ran over there like he was about to tear some shit up. Baby about to pop out. I don't wish ill on anyone, but if this baby survive, it'll be a miracle. Right. She wasn't fighting. She was breaking up the fight. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. At this point, because she has still slapped somebody. At this point, she ain't pregnant, and so many people feel sorry for her. That girl is too thuggery for a baby to be growing inside of her. Praying you stop fighting so you could keep your baby. Ain't no way she pregnant. DC girls fight pregnant. Well, whether she was breaking up the fight or whatever it was, why would you, a pregnant female in delicate conditions, take it upon yourself to break up a fight knowing you could possibly get hurt or hurt your baby? And I mean, we already seen everything that happened on Baddies East with the way that she had girls fighting for her, and you going around slapping people and this, that, and the third. So I don't know what to say. Whole time I was saying that the baby needs to be in jail. I hope that the baby is receiving the adequate help that he needs. And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Okay. I hope that the baby is healthy and receiving the adequate needs that they, anything else?
Chrisean, you dirty. We're gonna start with the colorism video first. So that there's a lot of people upset on Instagram. So I told you her followers are following. I've never seen anybody. They ain't even unfollow Diddy. Diddy still got 20 million. I've never seen followers fall.
Isn't that motherfucking crazy? Y'all get on my motherfucking nerves. Like, black culture gets on my fucking nerves. That's crazy.
Fast, okay? So she went from 5.4, now she's at 5 million, almost to 4.9. They are steadily declining. This happened because, a lot of those followers came out of sympathy. Sympathy, payola, the victim mentality is the new clout. And so they was feeling sorry for her when Blue was allegedly whooping her ass, but turns out it was really her. That's what James Wright.
Let's talk about it. Because we can talk about it. Y'all wanted them to turn Chrisean into a battered woman in distress so bad. The same way y'all sitting here trying to do Kiki. Okay.
He's mad about putting him up under this too.
Whole time they Stevie J and Jocelyn. Okay.
Talking about big. It don't matter. And she little too.
Imagine trying to use the whole Protect Black Women movement on Jocelyn, owner of Jocelyn's Cabaret, Stevie J and Mimi Jocelyn. Imagine trying to protect Black women, Jocelyn. Okay.
Just like Kevin Hart. It's always little people. Always trying to buck up on somebody. Sit your ass down. Anyway, so here's a video out here. I guess maybe she got upset with a fan, because they're upset with her that they followed her, supported her, prayed for her, prayed for the Hills Have Eyes baby, all of that. And She out here on her everything but music. Let's go.
You're broke, ugly as shit with a fat ass nose. You don't even, and I know you don't like your complexion, because you look like one of them type of bitches. But then it continues in this. Real shit.
No, she got church playing. We ain't gonna play it one more time because she cussing too much. I'm trying to keep my monetization over here. Listen. So apparently she's saying that the girl don't like her complexion. Let me be honest with you. And I know there's a lot of people that get tattoos and stuff like that. I get it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I got one tattoo and it was an accident. And I think black people got some of the most beautiful skin. And when you put tattoos on it, it's kind of like when we get, dark marks in our face, it looks really bad and stuff like that. That's how I feel tattoos look. But a lot of people like them. They like that grungy, Kanye West homeless clothes look.
Right. And Tasha K may not be the best messenger, but also let me say this and add on to it because I mean, I haven't been on camera in forever. And y'all will see when I get back on camera, but I'm tatted up. Tattoos, it make you look dirty. Let's not sit and act like we all have an experience. Well, if you're a millennial, I don't know about y'all Gen Zs and Alphas, but if you're a millennial, you know that we used to get told, oh, don't have locks, because you're not going to be able to get a job. It looks unprofessional. You can only wear a natural hair color to work. And if it's going to be anything adventurous, like a red, it has to be a cherry red. Like y'all held on to 27 cherry red and black rinses, like for dear life. Okay, if it wasn't a black rinse, a cherry red rinse, or a 27 rinse, y'all could not have anything else. Okay, because it looked ratchet. Okay, and when it came to tattoos just looked dirty. It looked grungy. It looked, it had a look to it. That's a stereotype, right? For me personally, I'm a Capricorn rising with an Aquarius chart, so everything about my life is edgy and different and innovative, especially with Uranus and Neptune inside of my first house. Okay, so I beat to my own drum. I like the edgy look, so of course I had to get tatted up, and I'm still not done. But we're not gonna act like there's not a stereotype associated with that. Come on now.
Chrisean is one of them. She looks real dirty. We know she nasty. We've seen the panties, the crust in the panties. We had people on our show that have showed me videos.
Oh, I didn't know all this. I had no idea of all this.
Clothes look, Chrisean is one of them. She looks real dirty. We know she nasty. We've seen the panties.
Wait, because the way she said it got me gagging.
Dark marks in our face. It looks really bad and stuff like that. That's how I feel tattoos look. But a lot of people like them. They like that grungy, Kanye West homeless clothes look. Chrisean is one of them. She looks real dirty. We know she nasty. We've seen the panties.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I like that. I like a homeless look too. I do. I like homeless chic. Well, not homeless, but hobo chic. I like that. But I'm from New York. Like that's the style out here. Hobo chic. Put you on a pair of Doc Martens, aka Docs. Like I used to talk about that all the time in my story times. Shout out to those of y'all that remember my story times because I used to say all the time, I love me a Jim Jones type of nigga. The type that look like you don't shovel, but you do. Okay, wait. Let me put that on screen. Let me put that on screen. Wait, never mind, because it's gonna fuck up the video. But no. Fuck it, y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all hoes ain't doing shit. Okay, this video was not supposed to be longer than 20 minutes. And look at where we are. Look at where we are. Okay? Well, let me put it on screen for the new girls. For the new girls that did not know me 10 years ago. Okay, let me show you one of my types. Now, don't he look like he don't take a shower, but he do? So New York. Just real grungy, just real hood. But again, gotta look to him. Don't he look like the type that will probably come in and fuck up your credit? Drive up all the gas in your car, drink the juice out of your goddamn. Okay. And we can look at him and associate his braids with that. We can look at him and hell, even associate. You know what? Let me think. Who is somebody that I can think of? Let me take it off screen for a second. Who can I think of? Who? Okay. So, not the best example, but like you can even look at there are plenty of mixed boys out there or like light skinned boys out there where you look at them and be like, okay, I already know what you're about. Oh, you got the light eyes. Oh, you just gonna fuck over. Da, 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 da. Like it's the same shit, y'all. It's the same shit. And I see people use shit like that all the time, whether you call them weak or whether you say that they trash or whether you call them players or whatever, right? And y'all make that stereotype about all of them instead of not just one person. Y'all make it about everybody, right? I'm gonna get off it. Because either you understand what I was trying to say earlier or you don't. I'm gonna get off it though. I'm gonna get off it.
Chrisean. You'll never see, as much as she on live, you'll never see her washing her hands and pick up that baby or fix food or nothing. She continues to ink her. Oh my God, how dare you the crust in the panties. We've had people on our show that have showed me videos of her just leaving her nasty, crusty panties everywhere. Y'all, somebody, oh my God, how dare you talk about a woman like that? Why is her panties on the kitchen counter? You'll never see, as much as she on live, you'll never see her washing her hands and pick up that baby or fix food or nothing. She continues to ink her body up halfway under the influence, if not all the way. She ain't checked the needles or the person putting the needles on her. Do not play with it. And that's why Blueface is the only one out here willing to hit her. Have you ever noticed that? If Chrisean was so beautiful, during that entire time she was away from Blue and was moving on, why she didn't move on? Why wasn't there any men out here that was willing to say they hit that? Maybe DJ Academics was right and said, well, that tooth where it's missing that stink. We know the ass stink. We know that much.
Oh.
We know that much. But for you to come for somebody's skin complexion and you don't like your own because you always covering it up with a dirty, crusty mouth, man, because I seen them pictures. It was crust all over the top lip. Chrisean, baby girl. I heard you leaving. I heard that you're taking a trip out of the United States of America because CPS is probably going to remove that baby and put it in West Virginia where it belongs with your sister China while you answer for these charges of assaulting this man. See, you're so low as a person. You're mad that you would be missing a tooth. That you want everybody who come in contact to be missing that same tooth, but they ain't broke like you. And you're mad. James Wright finally done muscled up the courage, okay? Lost a couple pounds to take his ass on down there to file. Not only charges against Chrisean, but also a civil lawsuit for knocking his teeth out. He got them fixed because he got to sing and he got to eat. So once he was able to heal both and his appetite has restored by use of his new tooth, he decided to do what we've been told him to do, but he didn't listen. He just didn't want to lose his job with Tamar because Tamar said she saw herself in this dirty bitch. And now we understand why she over there doing the same thing Chrisean doing to that personal injury attorney, okay? Have you been hit by a tractor trailer? Have you been eaten by a bear? Please call me.
Child. So there's that. Anything else?
I don't know why y'all want me to get her baby. She got 12 sisters, y'all, and they are lined up to prove their in their love to her.
Right. Carlissa life shouldn't stop. Carlissa life should not stop. I mean, because I'm trying to think about that. I was about to relate my situation, but I can't even do that because I mean, it would all depend on. Because I'm thinking about the child being special needs now. if Carlissa knows that the child might be special needs, then I mean, Carlissa is not even the best example because she's just as bad as Krishan. So I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. And if Krishan turned out the way that she did, the environment that she came from ain't gonna be no better. Her sister's not gonna be no better. Like, but then again, Tasiki's very different than Krishan. Like, I don't know. I don't know. This is why she had no business getting pregnant in the first fucking place. But this what y'all do. This what y'all do. I think the baby's gonna fix everything. I had the babies first, selfishly, and then go about life, and then till it's too late. And it's usually after that child has so much trauma now, and then now they gonna grow up, and it's just cycles repeating, karmic cycles repeating.
Call me to get her baby. If she just wished ill will on me and my son, she would not want us to have the baby. So why y'all keep trying to force somebody's baby on somebody? If she wishing ill will on me and my son, she do not want us to have her baby. It's been a long, long journey. I'm telling you, it's been a lot of worrisome nights. And to think about going back into that cycle again, I can't do it. I don't even know how to relax and let go and let God. I've been trying. I really have been trying. If y'all noticed, I was trying for the sake of the child. I really was trying. I've been trying a long time. I'm telling y'all, I've been trying. I can't go into that cycle again. And then hearing somebody with that cycle voice before we go into it again is like, ain't nothing changed. I can't do it again, Lord. I just can't do it, Lord.
Stop, because I gotta pause this because she keep calling on the Lord. But like this person right here says, Carlissa, right? It's time to step back and allow the Lord Jesus Christ work with His children. And somebody else says, some of y'all not His children now, and we need to wake that up one day because some of y'all not. I don't know why y'all think that every single person living on this earth is out of pure good. Some of y'all motherfuckers are literally evil. Some of y'all motherfuckers are literally demons, lizards, okay, aliens, skin crawlers, night walkers. Like, every human being on this earth is not inherently good. But Pluto and Aquarius gonna wake all of that up. But yeah, to just assume that everybody is somebody, no, not necessarily. And it's not even always those that's causing the terrorism too, that you think aren't good. Sometimes it's the ones, putting out a good message that let's keep going.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and fix that situation because I can't do it again. My nerves ain't got no more time for that. And I know y'all, I know y'all disappointed. I know y'all is. But at the end of the day, Jonathan is my child. He came out of my behind, y'all. I don't have much of a choice, okay? Now, don't get it twisted. I talks my shit to that ninja is blue in the face. I do. I done talked more shit than I could talk to him. I done called him more bitches than I can call somebody. I done called him worse shit than she done called him, honey. So if you think I'm not on him or holding him accountable, you better ask why. Because like they said, they ain't seen me or talked to me since he went.
She just as bad and problematic. Throw everybody away. Throw everybody away. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else?
Like, that's how bad like that pain is. I don't know. I never witnessed it, but my heart go for anybody that lost somebody because it's just like, whoa, like, like.
And then y'all be falling for this shit every time. How is this any different than Karens that cry? Make it make sense. Karens cry and get emotional, and then the world runs to them. Chrisean cries and gets emotional, and then y'all run to her. How is it any fucking different?
Disappointed. Where Jesus at?
Like, you feel me? Like, everybody leaving this shit. Like, where Jesus at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was when God come back. So we, you feel me? But I genuinely, that was so hard to watch. Like, I don't even know what the fuck. Like, my TikTok, not my TikTok, my Explorer started giving me like the emotion, like, you know, the motivational speaking and shit. And then I just went to like random people talking about their losses. I'm just like, what is this? Just like crying. Like, that shit is like so bad.
Right, Chrisean is definitely a narcissist. Like, come on now, y'all. Listen, y'all can point out all of these fuck niggas being narcissists, how they treat y'all like crap, and then they cry and say, "Baby, come back," and then y'all run right back because they a narcissist. But y'all can't point that out to Chrisean. She getting online crying because she knows y'all gonna come running back to her and giving her sympathy and following her, and it's gonna make her money go back up, and then 2 days later, boom, terrorizing again.
So I'm just very thankful I woke up and I have my son. He's healthy. We wake up every day, and it's just a blessing and enjoy whoever that person we love as a gift, because they're not promised. So it's like,
right, she's annoying and used her tears as manipulation and make it seem like she's a good person. Pisces can cry on cue. Wait, she a motherfucking Pisces? If this bitch is a Pisces, that tells me all that I need to know. If this little bitch is a Pisces, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Video over. This bitch is a Pisces. This bitch is a motherfucking Pisces, y'all. That says it all.
Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Universal bad bitch, everybody language, everybody knows she the mud bad. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now these niggas throwing up, but wasn't when I'm coming up. Fuck it up, love it how they cutting up. Now